Hi students, good morning to everyone. The topic that will be discussed today, object oriented design. The object is an independent unit. There are the many advantages that we used the object oriented design. The first one is reuse of object wherever and whenever necessary. And the second, the software is divided into numbers of the object, can easily find the errors and correct those errors. The third advantage, we can build a real system, so real time system. And fourth advantage, even we can build a complex system, and it also provide security, integrity, inconsistency to the system. For example, the bank systems that are to be used the same object oriented design. First we see the definitions. In the object oriented design method, the system is viewed as a collection of objects. So it is clear the numbers of the objects are combined to make a system. It is known as an entities. The state is distributed. The state is distributed among the object, and each object handle its state data. So already earlier I said that object is an independent unit. It can be reused and it cannot be affected to the other object because of it is independent unit. It is not a depend to other object. For example, say a library automation software, each library representative may be separate object with its data and functions to be operate on this data. The task defined for one purpose cannot be refer or change data of other object. For example, say student is an object. So there are the numbers of the students are taking a book. If we are deleting any one of the students detail, it not be affected to the system. And object have their internal data which represent their state. Similar object create a class. So all numbers of the objects can create a class. A class has one or more object. In other words, each object is a member of some class, right? So every object is a member of some class. Earlier I said that a class contain one or more object. Class may be inherit features from the superclass. So reuse of the class, reuse of objects. So the different terms related to the object oriented design. Before that, we have to be once again we see the advantages. There are the 5 advantages are there in the object oriented design. The first one is reuse of object. A object can be used whenever and wherever necessary in the system. A software is divided into numbers of the object. The object is easily to find and correct the errors. However, the software is divided into numbers of the object. If there is an error occur in a specific activity, in a specific task, we can easily find the relevant code, the relevant object, and we can easily correct the errors. If there is an error in the object, it does not be affected to the other object or to the entire system. We can build the real system by using this object oriented design. We can build a complex system. It provide security, integrity, inconsistency to the system. A class contains one or more object. So these are all be the features of object oriented design. Now we come to the next point. The different terms related to the object oriented design are object, classes, messages, abstractions, encapsulations, inheritance, and polymorphisms. So we will be discuss is one by one. What is object? Object is a real time things, and object is a real time thing, and object is a independent unit of software in the system. See the definitions. All entities involved in the solution design are known as an object. For example, person, bank, company and users are considered as an objects. Every entity has some attributes associated with it and has some methods to perform on the attributes. So it is clear a object is an independent unit and it is a part of the software, right? The object is also real things such as person, banks, companies, etc. The next one is an class. A class is a generalization 6 generalized descriptions of an object, a object an instance of a class. A class defines all the attributes which an object can have and methods which represent the functionality of the object. However, a class contains a simple definition. A class contains one or more object. Okay. Unless of the object, a class cannot be made. The next one is a message. See the definitions. Object communicate by the message passing. Message consists of the integrity of the target object, the name of the request operation, and any other actions needed to perform the functions. Message are often implemented procedure or to function calls. However, it is a simple definitions. Messages is used to be communicate with among the object. However, we want to be call one object. For example, suppose if a user wants to be called to other object, he can directly call to the other object, but how a object is communicated among themselves. So therefore, a program is to be called to other program, therefore it passing a message is known as a functional call. It's known as an function call. See, it is known as an messages. So the a program can be called to other program by messages. A object can be called to other object by a message. For example, as a procedural call or a message passing between the objects, right, to perform the task. The next one is an abstractions. Abstractions means all are to be relevant object for a particular items. For example, a bank which has an the relevant objects are a passbook, customer, and the account details, credits, balance, debits. So these are all be relevant object for the bank. So the abstractions is an relevant items of the object is known as an abstraction, right? See the definition. In object oriented design, complexity handled using abstraction. Abstractions is the removal of the irrelevant and amplifications of the essentials. So it is clear the object, the abstractions is to be the relevant object of a particular entity, right? For example, a bank is an entity. The relevant object is a customer, bank manager, and the account number, passbook. So these are all the relevant object, right, to the particular entity is known as an abstractions. The abstractions work is to be remove the irrelevant object of the particular entity. The next one is an encapsulation. Encapsulations is a class. So see the definition. Encapsulations is also called an information hiding concept. The data and operations are linked to a single unit. Encapsulations not only bundle essential information of an object together, but also restricted access to the data and method from the outside of the world. So it is a class. For example, encapsulations is a class. It restricted to access the data from outside of the class. For examples, you cannot be access the private members items from the outside of the class, and we can be access the private member functions in the public class. However, the public items can be accessed even outside of the class, so it is restricted to access. And examples of the class. The next one is an inheritance. Inheritance means reuse. The purpose of the inheritance, reuse of the codes, reuse of the objects. Okay, in the software. Object oriented design allow similar class to hierarchical manner, similar class to stack up in the hierarchical manner, where or the lower or subclasses can import, implement and reuse allowed the variable and functions from their immediate superclasses. This property object oriented design is called inheritance. This make it easier to define the specific class and to create generalized class from the specific one. However, the purpose of the inheritance is to be reuse of the object, right? Reuse of object, reuse of class, reuse of codes. The source code is known as the concept that are to be provided by this inheritance. The polymorphisms. A function has the same name but it performs the different tasks is known as polymorphisms. For example, operator overloading and function overloading, etc. Object oriented language, see the definition. Object oriented languages provide a mechanism where method performing a similar task but vary arguments. The different arguments can be assigned the same name. Earlier I said that a function's name is one but it performs the different task. For examples, in the operator overloading, the name of the functions is same and it performs the task as an additions, subtractions, multiplications, divisions, etc. This known as an polymorphisms, which allow a single interface is performing functions of different types. Depending upon how the service is invoked, the respective portions of the code get executed. So it is clear that the polymorphisms, which is the function name, is same and it performing the different task. In the function overloading is also the same concept. The function name is same and it performing the different tasks, and the operator overloading is the same concept that ought to become under this polymorphism. It function's name is one and it performing the different task. Hence it is clear that the object oriented design is helpful as to be create a new software and a reuse of this source code wherever and whenever necessary in the software. And it also provides the security, integrity, inconsistency to the system. So numbers of the disadvantages and it to be discussed earlier in the session, and the related terms of the objects that also be discussed earlier in the sessions. Now I would like to be conclude this session with this word. We will be meet in the next class with a new topic. Thanks for watching this video.